Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, my little Tattle Tells? Thank you so much for joining me for a midnight 3 a.m. A special edition of Porsha's Family Matters, episode 2, y'all. Let's get right into this. What's up, the baddest? Listen, I want to say a special thank you to Princess Di. Princess Di, welcome to the Tattle Tells. Listen, I know this is supposed to be Vlogmas Christmas, but every time I see a new Tattle Tells join, I feel like I got a present under my YouTube tree. So Princess Di, welcome to the Tattle Tells. Thank you very much. And make sure you look at my special members only live because I give exclusive tea about what's actually going to happen in the season and all a little background. But y'all, today I'm going to give y'all a little sprinkling of the background. Listen, let's jump right into it. Porsha's a damn cheater. Dennis' mama know it. Her mama know it. Everybody know it, right? And I'm going to give you some background about who Dennis was actually cheating with, That's what I'm going to give you guys the background on. Now, you guys, and I'm sorry, not who Dennis was cheating with, who Porsha and Miss Diane was probably talking about, allegedly. We're going to speculate a little bit. Let me get spicy and give you some behind the scenes gossip. Hey, what's up, everybody? Also, just to let you guys know, listen, this is like a first impressions of the episode. There's so much BS in this episode. We're going to take a couple of episodes to unpack it. This is first impressions. Tomorrow I'll be on Up and Adam's channel at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're going to have another discussion. Me, Up and Adam, he's such a cutie, great guy. Of course, the gorgeous Grace and the beautiful, beautiful Layla will all be on Adam's channel, and we'll be doing a recap on it. But it's going to be like our impressions, different opposing opinions, because we got our own different faves. So it's going to be a little spicy. You're going to see me repping my set. So Tattle Tells, if you're there, please come in and show out in the live and let them know my Tattle Tells army supports me. You guys know I am a small but mighty, small but humble YouTube channel, but it really makes me feel good when you guys can come out and support me. So 12:30 p.m. Monday on Adam's channel, come and support and let them know that Tattle Tells came in, showed up, and showed out. All right. And then I'm going to do an in-depth recap later on that day. And then Tuesday, because y'all wanted it, we're doing the book club, chapter 5, which is going to be on her Cordell years. But oddly enough, it ties into this so well. And plus, it's just a funny chapter. And y'all got to buy it. Y'all can actually read the book with me and see if you want to buy it. We're doing book club on Tuesday, Monday. Okay, so listen, Porsha is a cheater. And Porsha has a history of listen, if you want to be a cheater, that's your business. But Porsha does have a history of messing around with married men. Even when she met Cordell was engaged with a fiance and a son. I think the fiance's name was Brandy. Porsha literally was messing around with Cordell, gave us an accounting list of how much money Cordell spent on her, which was, we're going to get into it in the book recap. But more importantly, it was so much so that Cordell literally took Brandy's ring and had it resized on Porsha's finger, and Porsha took it. Yes, she was wearing another woman's engagement ring. Porsha's very comfortable being with a married man. Now, how Dennis's mom, let's talk about Dennis's mom and the cheating, and then we'll get into the other takeaways. And then I'm going to drop the call-in link to see if you guys want to get in and give your opinions. Dennis's mom was right. Y'all want to sit here and judge my son and call him a cheater and this and that, when in the eyes of God, Simon, in his Gordon Gartrell finance, Simon came into that piece. You guys, Simon came into that barbecue looking like Theo Huxtable on the Gordon Gartrell episode. If y'all ain't never seen that episode, Google The Cosby Show. I know Bill Cosby's trash, right? But let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Google Gordon Gartrell shirt, Cosby Show, and see what happened. He walked in that denim shirt. I don't care if it's Versace. It was 6 sizes too small. He was wearing a size medium. He was wearing his little brother's clothes. He was messing up. Hey, Princess Di. Yes. Princess Di, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you so much for joining the members only live. I appreciate you, mama. Yes, and for everybody else, follow Princess Di, right? But y'all, he came in his size medium. I don't care if it's Versace. I don't care if it's Celine. I don't care if it's Louis Vuitton, spring, summer 2026. You was wearing size medium, and you look like you were wearing your little brother's clothes, literally and figuratively. He rolled in there, and you saw how he had his head down the whole time. Her grandmother was talking about cheating. And like Dennis's mom pointed out, Number one, in the eyes of God, your Simon is the ultimate cheater because you cheating on God, right? And quiet as it's kept, he's cheated on God 3 times. God ain't even taking his calls anymore. God don't even got his number. He's lied to God more times than he's lied to any of his wives because each wife he only lied to one time, saying, I'll be with you for better or for worse through sickness and in health, right? You lied to God 3 times and you on your way, maybe depending on what mood y'all in, on your way to lying about a wife for 4 times. Now, let's talk into the accusations Dennis mama made because let's get into the juice and then we can go back and get into the things, right? Listen, who said? Donna Bell said, I'm with Dennis's mama. Donna Bell, we all with Dennis's mama and Dennis and whoever else is against Simon Gabodia. You know the funny thing is, though, that I laughed about? This is an unpopular opinion. I am thoroughly enjoying this show. I find it funny that a lot of people act like Porsha's show is too lowbrow to watch. I find it funny that a lot of vloggers and what we do is recap reality TV finds Porsha's show too lowbrow to watch. Let me tell you something. If we could watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and their thieving self, and we can watch all the New York with Ramona going to the bathroom in the corner like a dog and then leaving it on the floor for someone else to pick up. You mean to tell me Porsha's family values is too low, bro? I find it funny that because I broke the Simon is a fraud story and I broke they were lying about the relationship, and a lot of people don't want to give me that credit. I find it funny that now all of a sudden Porsha's show is too lowbrow, right? Hold on, y'all. Let me plug my charger in. Sorry, guys. I'm on vacation. Yeah, I'm back to vacations. I'm on vacation right now, so I've had to dig through. Woo! I saved my life. I did think through my luggage to get my thing. Welcome if you're new to the Tattle Tells. Y'all know I'm never organized, never anything. I come on here with a wing and a prayer, and I somehow entertain you guys. So let me just finish this mess. Sorry, y'all. Listen, right? Okay, so thank you. Listen, Neva Accurate said, was R. Kelly married when Porsha got flued out? Would say a lot. When I order clothes online and they come looking bad, I reference Garnet. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat at Naviva. Listen, by her accounting of the book, R. Kelly was still married. Now, I don't know what him and Andrea had going on while that happened, but he was still married. And the messed up part is, I do remember it was I don't know if it's an episode or if it was Hollywood Wives or whatever, but when Porsha was going through divorce with Cordell, Andrea Kelly actually gave her advice on how to keep her head up when it came to divorce. And I remember saying, I don't think Andrea Kelly knows that she had actually literally slept with her husband. Again, Portia's grimy. Again, I'm not talking about Portia as a person. I'm talking about the actions she showed her. Without her sweet face, Portia looked absolutely gorgeous in this episode. Without her sweet face and the makeup and this and that, when you look at your actions, you didn't let this woman know that you had slept with her man, this and that. You are fine being that kind of like Kardashian thing where you're sleeping with each other, man, but the people don't know that you're sharing her things, right? You know what I'm saying? She's grimy. Where in her book, it is her history to mess with married men. And she always has a reason why she's doing it. And the reason always is her being a victim of her love or her heart. But anyway, let's get back to this thing because y'all gonna have to wait for the book review because I break it down. We're doing chapter 5, and chapter 5 is a good one, right? Okay, so let's go on for this one, right? So Mama Gina says, you cheated on my son. And she was like, Portia was like, how you know I cheated? And she's like, because I talked to your mama Diane, and your mama Diane in March 2020 told me that there was something else going on and that you were also cheating on Dennis. Now, here's the thing. Dennis, listen, let me tell y'all what I know about Dennis. Dennis is a mess. This is all speculation. This is my opinion. You can take it for what you want. Google to actually see if you should believe this. Dennis is a mess. He is a handful. He has a great personality. Women love him. He is a bit of playboy, but I guess isn't everybody a player when they're single, man or woman? Dennis is really popular with the ladies. However, he ends up falling for boss girls. His last real relationship was with someone that owned a hair company. The girl before that, a boss girl. Dennis likes ambitious women, and he likes women that he can build with. Not saying that's the type of woman you need to be with. If you want to be in the house, find a man that likes you in the house. If you want to be in the club, find a man that appreciates you in the club. If you want to be a career woman, find a man or a woman, whatever your preference is, that literally appreciates what you want to be. Dennis's thing is finding women that are bosses. However, I have it on good authority, Dennis loves the ladies. Now, the girls that have very low self-esteem that let him do whatever he wants, they always end up falling for Dennis. The women that Dennis wants never really takes him seriously, because honestly, if you're like a little mini mogul yourself, if you're building wealth, you're doing all these things, what you want a man that's all over the place? He ends up falling for these women, but with these women, he still kind of wants to have his fun. And these women are like, I'm not going for it. So they end up cutting him loose. That's the story I had on Dennis. However, they said Dennis has a great personality. He's super fun. He's super this. But the girls that Dennis wants never takes him seriously. And the girls that are like kind of like pick-me's and this and that and blah, 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 he never takes them seriously. Porsha came to Dennis on some Bonnie and Clyde mess, like, yo, we can build, right? Porsha came to Dennis on some Bonnie and Clyde mess. The thing is, Porsha, in her book, says it herself over and over and over. She feels like God spoke to her. Porsha said God spoke to her on a club dance floor. We're going to get that. Join me Tuesday for the live book recap, because it's funny. But Porsha said that her life purpose is to be a mother. That's a beautiful life purpose. For her to be a wife, and for her to be a kept woman. Her words, not mine. This is Porsha's life purpose. So if you know that's your life purpose, and you know that that's what God put you on this earth to do, and I'm not shading Porsha. My own mother, thank God she did. She stayed in the house. She raised the kids. My dad always supported her. She never have to work in her life. Listen, so I 100% believe in those types of relationships. I know they can work. I actually think it's ignorant when people are like, oh, you got to work 40 hours a week and raise the kids. If that's what you want to do as a woman, fine. But when a man got you out there forcing you to do it, I'm like, no, 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 no. Let the woman stay home if she wants to stay home. My point in saying all this is she came to Dennis on some, this is all my speculation. Take it as you want. She came to Dennis on, and this is what my people are telling me. She came to Dennis on some, yo, we can be Bonnie and Clyde. Let's build. But really what she was trying to do is appeal to the part of him that wanted an ambitious woman that he could build with. But instead, he got somebody that was pretending, that was hiding, that was faking about who she really was, because she wanted Dennis. Now, as far as the cheating, this is why the timeline gets messed up with him cheating on her while she was pregnant. Yes, he cheated on her and hit her when it hurt. No woman in the world deserves to be cheated on while she's carrying that man's child. I don't understand men when it comes to that. I don't care if you got to be celibate for 9 months. Do it for your child, because you are literally giving you that pain the mother feels is going inside the child. I don't agree. Like, I don't care what she did. No woman deserves that. However, y'all need to realize that when Porsha and Dennis got together, Porsha had only been dating Dennis for about 3 weeks. I know she told us some lie about she knew him for a year and they were this and that. No, 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 no. They literally had been dating for about 3 weeks, 3 to 6 weeks. She ended up getting pregnant. I don't know if it was on purpose or accident, but she ended up getting pregnant. Dennis was like, I don't know about this. Because again, they were going out, they were drinking, they were having fun. And he was willing to film with her. And he's like, oh, all right, I can do this. This seems fun. You know, Portia's gorgeous. She got that beautiful body. She got that sparkling personality. So he was like, oh, all right, I can do this. However, when she got pregnant, that's when he was like, oh, what? Okay, fine, we'll have the baby, but what you mean? So they were trying to be a family and give Porsha her dream, because that's what Porsha does. But at the same time, he's like, I didn't sign up for this. I don't know you. What is going on? Again, he still had no right to cheat on her while he was pregnant. You feel me? Be celibate. That, I feel like with men, if women are carrying the babies for 9 months, then the men should be celibate for 9 months. That's the least you can do for your unborn child. It literally, if the pleasure is worth more than your child, even in vitro, being in a pleasant, peaceful, I don't know what to tell you, because like they said, pain, trauma, depression, that's all passed down in DNA by what the mother's feeling. So again, whatever. Now let's get into where the cheating came from, right? Let me just get my notes out, because I wanted to give you guys a thing. Okay, so she said, first of all, the timeline. Dennis said that Porsha had been on his head for 2 months prior to that engagement. This has been confirmed by my sources. Because here's the thing, Porsha, when she was dating with Simon, maybe Simon doesn't know, and that's what she's trying to cover up. She was keeping, according to my sources, was keeping her options open. When she got engaged, she sent a text out to all the people she was keeping her options open with, including Dennis, saying, yo, I got engaged, this and that. Now, here's the thing. Porsha don't go out in the house in Atlanta, so she doesn't know that everybody in Atlanta already knew her and Simon were dating. They were going out. They weren't making a secret. Before she announced it, everybody knew that they had seen them out. So they knew something was going on. And by everybody, I mean the people in the social status sphere that Porsha wants to be in, and that she was hoping Simon would bring her in, right? But it was confirmed when she sent that text message blast out. So, you might see people at dinner, you might see people, whatever, and everybody's just like, what? Isn't that so-and-so's husband? However, when she sent that text message out, it confirmed. And these text messages are very important because, one, that was the way, at least from even what it seems like on TV, she kind of broke up with Dennis. Like Dennis said, he still had he still has stuff over her house. His Versace robe is still over there. Now, I don't care what you say, he is not asking for a robe that he had over there a year ago. In January, like Dennis said, and this goes along with, if you guys have not watched my expose on Simon and Porsha and their house of lies and how Simon is a big fraud. Yes, he's a big fraud when it comes to money, blah, 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 in my opinion, but also when it comes to relationship. Porsha and Dennis were still together to their families even in January. Dennis said they broke up in January. However, they didn't stop messing around completely until the 2 months before the engagement. Porsha was still on Dennis's head because Porsha keeps her options open. That Versace robe, why you got so much stuff over your house and it's been a year? It doesn't even make any sense. And Porsha is trying to cover that up. Now, I will say, right, one of the reasons these text messages are so important is because, do we know who it was? So let me tell y'all something about what my sources are telling me, right? So there is a person that everybody thinks Shamia is the African Connect, but there is a gentleman. I mean, I'm sure there's many gentlemen, but the gentleman I'm speaking of makes introductions to people and African men in Atlanta that have money. He's kind of like the matchmaker. He's a for real African Connect. Porsha's known this person for about 7 or 9 years. Now, some can say that this really is Porsha's love of her life because this is somebody that she keeps messing with, she keeps going back to, right? The weird thing about it is, while she's messing with them, she's also at that time was asking him to hook her up with Nigerian men that had money. Now, you could be like, how you messing with the man, right? On again, off again, whatnot, love of my life, telling that person that. And you need to realize that when Porsha dates people, this is from what I've heard from people that date her, she does the same thing. I love you. It's heaven sent. We're going to have kids. Hey, Brim, thank you so much. I love you. It's heaven sent. Hold on, guys. Hey, you guys, hit the like button. Thank you so much. Hit the like button and show me some love. Thank you so much, Rim. Y'all, how many people are in here? 724 people, and I got like 69 likes. Y'all be Simon Gabodi and me. Y'all be Simon Gabodi. I work like rent is due for y'all. Do you see me? I am literally on vacation. It is literally 3:20 or 4:20 in the a.m. I literally rolled out of bed, watched this episode, which I actually found pretty enjoyable. I kind of do hope this show gets a second season because it's really, really enjoyable. I rolled out of bed. I'm sitting here working for y'all like my name is, I don't even know. And y'all can only give me 69 likes. This is an abusive relationship. I'm involved with an abusive relationship on YouTube, right? Listen, I'm involved in an abusive relationship on YouTube, and y'all be abusing me. But unfortunately, I can't quit y'all. So let's get back into this thing. Now, here's the thing. Y'all might be, yes, you are correct. Y'all might be wondering, why would Porsha be messing with somebody, this African man, right? That is a Nigerian connect, the true Nigerian connect. Remember when Porsha went on that shopping spree and got that car, right? The true Nigerian connect. I'm gonna tell you the story behind that. But why would she be doing that and then asking him to hook her up with married African men? Why wouldn't she just be with the love of her life? I'll tell you why. Because like every man that Porsha Williams takes seriously, that man is married. He's been married. Now, listen, in the beginning, I don't know, she did the thing what she did with Cordell, where she was like, oh my God, I didn't even know he was married. God just told me you were the love of my life. But that man is married. He's been married, but she's been messing with him for a good 7 to 9 years. Now, once she sent that text out about Simon, I have it on good authority, right? Take it for what you want. But listen, this is my opinion and I'm giving it to you. I have it on good authority that he literally cut her off when she said, again, they have a weird relationship. Because to me, it's like, well, if you are married, you shouldn't even be messing around with her. But he feels some type of ownership over her. When she sent the text out, and she sent the text out to him too, that she was engaged to Simon. Again, everybody that she had her options open with, right? Listen, yes, let me clarify. Hold on, guys. She said that he stopped returning her calls. Now, one of the reasons she still kept that avenue open is because she was hoping that he'd introduce her to someone. Now, let me get this clear about this, right? That shopping spree that he took her on, this wasn't her married love of her life. So she was in love with the African Connect, but also wanted the African Connect to help her go down. This lets you know Porsha's grimy ways, where she's like, well, you got situations, why can't I make money on the side? And then we'll both be together doing what we do in the darkness. Porsha is fine with that. That man did not take Porsha shopping, but there was a little bit of conflict because Porsha wanted her love of her life / Nigerian connect to introduce her to the billionaire that took her shopping. He refused to, but Porsha found a way to meet that guy around him. Porsha had been trying to get a couple. For some reason, that Nigerian billionaire clicked with Porsha. He got her that Rolls Royce, right, which is $500,000, and he took her on well, he didn't take her on, but he allowed her to have a shopping spree of a lifetime. That's where she got that purple Birkin. That's where she got all that stuff, right? Unfortunately, for that dummy, because that's what I understand. If you just want to be a kept woman and you're fine with being a mistress and you don't care if the man's married, you basically hit pay dirt. You got someone that is a billionaire that is spending money on you. You can do what you want in your free time, and you just got to keep it on the low. But like everything with Porsha, and when I get to chapter 5 of the book review, make sure you guys tune in on Tuesday. It's going to be live, but you can watch it in playback. You start to see an image come together of Porsha where, even though she said she grew up comfortably middle class and all this stuff, I don't believe it, because Porsha really does have a hustler's mentality, but a hustler mentality that is born in being basically in poverty. Again, because she's so adamant for letting us know how much the men in her life give her, how much the men in her life spend her, how much the men in her life have money. It goes beyond just speaking about it. She needs us to know that's more than everything. Even when she talks about her marriage, how much Cordell did for her. And Cordell did a lot, right? Why do I need to know that Cordell bought you a $25,000 wedding dress, an $80,000 shopping spree, gave you $171,000 for this? Yeah, that's great for you. But instead of just saying, he bought me the wedding dress of my dreams, he took me on a shopping spree, he did this, you're literally giving an itemized accounting list, which let me know, okay, Porsha cares whether people, right? Listen, Porsha cares about how much money she has. Again, I think because she's lying in the book about how successful her mom was when she was younger. I think her mom definitely was a hard worker, but I don't think that there was money around like that, right? Now, I do think, and I hear it from people, let me get back to because my thoughts are swimming all over the place. I do think that one of the reasons why she had the bag she wanted and she lost that bag is because all she had to do was just lay low. She started posting that car on social media. She started posting all the stuff she gave. The guy's wife got wind of it. Again, if you're supposed to be the side chick, I assume there's supposed to be some discretion. The guy's wife got wind of it. His people, which is any real billionaire, not Simon texting his ex on Instagram and writing vlog posts about it. Listen, that's when I knew Simon was broke, because I was like, there's no man that's worth this much, that got investors, that got business points, that is being a messy online, because you have PR agencies, you have lawyers, you have people around you set up to protect your money and protect you from yourself. This is with any businessman, even if you're a CEO, even if you don't have your own business, if you are a CEO. I know he was lying about being broke, because I was like, people, you usually have a team of people that's protecting you and protecting your money, because a lot of people and a lot of mouths are being fed off of that. So you have protection. This billionaire that had given Porsha the shopping spree, and all she had to do was keep her mouth shut. That's all she had to do. Again, one wouldn't be me, because I ain't being nobody's mistress, right? I get what you guys are saying. Tisa, it's like a scale. We're in a land where we don't care about being a mistress. We're in a land where we don't care being kept a secret. We're in a land that the only thing that matters is what money happens, all right? So I get it. Where'd you even get into that situation? You have to suspend moral judgment when it comes to Porsha, because this is the land we're in, right? Porsha, right? This is my opinion. Take it as you want, right? I got my sources, but you guys can Google it. It's kind of there. She started boasting on social media because she needed to keep up. Keep up with who? Keep up with the Joneses. But the Joneses is keeping up with the Williams. You see how everything wraps up? The Williams family is always the side of the family that had money, that was doing big things, that was super accomplished. Yeah, they came from a legacy, but they kept that legacy going. When Porsha and her mom got left by her dad, he left them in a bad place. He left them in a bad place. And props to Miss Diane for doing what she needed to do, but it was really, really bad. So all her life, it seems like Porsha is always needs to flex the money, needs to flex what she has, because she needs to keep up with that Williams side. She needs to show them that the throwaway kid, hey, thank you, Rim. She needs to show them that the throwaway kid, that this, that, and the side that mom was left, that they are someone, that she's doing better than them. In my opinion, I think that's where her drive to show everything. That drive to show everything literally had that Nigerian billionaire, when they saw Porsha was posting shit, his team literally changed his number and cut Porsha off from him, because they looked at her as a liability. You messy, you on social media, the wife found out, and not even that. Again, if you are being kept, you gotta keep it quiet. So you're messy, you're this or that. The team cut off Porsha's access. She couldn't even get this guy to take her phone calls anymore, because she didn't even have the phone. So her flexing for the gram, because she needed the Williams side of the family that kind of left them out to dry and threw them away. She needed them to know that she was doing big things. And that big things cost her that bag that she wanted so much. And she's been chasing that bag ever since then. She'd hoping she had secured it with Simon, but we now see, if you watch any of my old members only lives or my things, if you're not, like, comment, and subscribe. This is YouTube, baby. You know how it works. And I'm out here working 4:30 in the morning when I'm supposed to be on vacation trying to entertain you guys. So please, but you know I love it. Y'all sitting there like, Tisa, shut up. We know you love this shit, and you know I do. But still, you guys can show me some love. I'm even speaking a little bit more quieter, because I don't want to wake the whole hotel up, because y'all know I love hooting and screaming, right? Listen, the guy that you guys are saying in the stream, that's not the guy that I'm talking about, right? It doesn't mean she doesn't know him, but who you guys think it is, that's not the guy that took her on the shopping spree. Listen, I'm not giving any names out, because if I give names out, it's going to give my sources out, right? This is my opinion. You take it how you want. I am not trying to convert the believer, right? Listen, and the guy you guys are talking about in the chat, that guy's not even married, so it's not him. It's not him. He's not even married. I just told you that the guy was married. Funny thing is, one thing we can say, at least in my opinion, about Porsha, every guy we talk about is always married, whether it's the Nigerian Connect, whether it's the actual Nigerian billionaires. The name you're saying, the guy's not even married, so it can't be him, all right? You guys can play riddles on your own time and figure it out, but no, at least, listen, I gave you guys enough truth. He is married. He's been married for the past 7 or 9 years, I believe, and whatnot, right? And the guy that you guys are talking about, right? All right, the guys that, hold on a second. Hold on really quick. Okay, so anyway, that's it. So again, you don't care about being a mistress. Every man you pretty much dated had a significant other or was engaged or married. You don't care about all that stuff, and you mess it up because you needed to front on social media because you needed to prove something to the Williams side of the family. All right, so that's who I'm guessing Miss Diane was talking about in March 2020, probably saying her heart's not with Dennis. But then again, Porsha tells her mom everything. So maybe Miss Diane knew about something. The one thing I know about Porsha, in my opinion, from the people I've talked to, Porsha keeps her options open. That might be why she doesn't really care about Simon being a cheater, because she's open to cheating too. Porsha is fine with, no one but me. Nobody got to know what we doing. We grown. It's fine. But like Lauren said, it seems like she's a little bit controlling. She wants the only one to be the only one with that situation, right? Listen, I don't think Miss Diane checked her, because at the end of the day, I think that Miss Diane wants her to be with a wealthy man by any means, right? I think, right? Listen, also, you guys, I keep using the word Nigerian Connect because it's my own little thing, but I need to tell you guys this for the clues for those who are. Her married African lover that is the Connect. I call him Nigerian Connect because he introduces people to wealthy Africans. He's not Nigerian. And the man that took Porsha on the shopping spree is also not Nigerian, but he is African. The thing is, in Atlanta, a lot of people think he's Nigerian because in Atlanta, whenever you see an African person with money, people are like, ooh, that's the Nigerian Connect. So let that be for the clues. Let's see if anybody in the comments, because I see a few people in the ATL area. Let me see if a name pop up. If a name pop up, I won't say the name, but I'll let you know if you're right. I'll give you a shout out, right? But let's see. I keep saying Nigerian Connect, but I use it as an umbrella for the African Connect, right? He is not her married African lover that connects these women is not Nigerian, and the man that she went on the shopping spree with and bought her the car is also not Nigerian, but it's wealthy Africa. Okay, let's see if you can figure it out. There we go, right? No. Florida gal for life. This is not the person that gave her the thing. It's not. I know for a fact this man, whoever, sorry to this man for putting his name out. This is not the person. Okay, so let's move on. Because we got to do the recap. But I know for a fact this guy is not the person. I don't know who. It's not. You guys are wrong. It's not this guy. Whoever this is, it's not him. Because the person that gave her the car is not Nigerian. I know that for a fact. I know the person. Well, I don't know him personally, but I know the person that gave her the car. It is not the Nigerian oil baron. I don't know how his name keeps getting mixed up in it, but it's 100% not him. You guys are way off. You guys need to stop believing this gossip. People, I'm telling y'all. But whatever. Let's move on. Let's go on, right? And it's not Tio either. It's not. It's not Tio either. Nice try, guys. You guys are cold. Listen, Google. I'm done giving y'all clues. Let's move on. All right. But it's not Tio either, and it's not that Nigerian oil baron. Okay, I love this whole clue. Okay, let's get into this recap. First of all, they start off meeting at Kale Me Crazy. If anybody's been to Atlanta, Kale Me Crazy has delicious, healthy food. However, I was like, are the producers trying to hint at something? Because the owner of Kale Me Crazy is very good friends with Monetta Shaw. If y'all don't know who she is, that's Neo X. If y'all haven't been watching my videos, first of all, shame on you. You need to support a Black woman, right? But second of all, Monetta Shaw, and nothing's been confirmed, but she's rumored to be in the running. She's been testing. They've been filming with her. And she's rumored to be, I'm the one saying it, in the running to actually get a peach for season 7. And if you guys notice, if you've been watching Candy's Instagram, Candy is a businesswoman and she does everything, in my opinion, intentionally. And Candy's been showing up with more posts on her with the Instagram. Now, she's known Monetta for years, right? So there is that French's tie. They just posted on the Instagram that Candy, Kenya, and Monetta were partying at somebody's like birthday. It was a really cute event with the food looks so good. But it's funny that they were taping at Kill Me Crazy. And I said, I wonder. Hey, House of Queens TV, welcome to the Tattle Tells. Thank you for joining the Tattle Tells, you guys. I'm going to get to my subject in 1 second. I just want to say, House of Queens TV, thank you so much, and Princess Di, for signing up to be a member of the Tattle Tells. What do you get when you're a Tattle Tell member? You get my exclusive members only live. Listen, my live be spilling tea. My live is a live that people watch to make their YouTube videos about. My live spills so much behind the tea. Our Real Housewives of Atlanta tea. We do Real Housewives of Orange County, which I am going to be reviewing tea. And we also have Porsha's tea. I know the backstories. As you can tell, I know the messy situations. I know things. Okay, my opinion. Take it as you want. But if you watch my expose, y'all, I don't just be talking. And everything I said in my expose came out to be true. And everything I said about Real Housewives of Atlanta came out to be true. And everything I told you about Porsha, Simon, and Dennis came out to be true. So y'all can believe what y'all want, but the facts are the facts. And the facts are, I'm with the facts. Now, I do want to say that at this members only live, when I spill the real tea, behind the paywall, we can get a little grimy. We can get a little gutter. And I can tell you so much. You can watch the old ones. They are still relevant because this Real Housewives of Atlanta and Porsha tea. And right, listen. You can not believe, but sign up. It's $4.99. You guys, holidays are coming. You don't need that cupcake. You don't need that mocha frappa venti latte. Listen, spend the $4.99 on me. It's going to be the easiest, cheap investment. You can cancel at any time. And when you spend that $4.99, listen, pop those earphones in while you're at work, while you're in the supermarket, while you're doing what you do. You can pop it in and just do the damn thing. And these lives are long and they are funny. I know I kind of feel like a little quiet right now, but that's because I'm in the hotel and I don't feel like I'm knocking on the door like, ma'am, is everything okay? I don't feel like I'm doing that, right? So anyway, here we go. Also, I need you guys to know, stop saying it's Tio, y'all. Tamala Jones has said in multiple interviews that Porsha stole her man, Tio. This is true. Tio's not the one that took her shopping. Y'all are getting colder. Look at there's other African nations besides Nigeria that have wealth. Golly, y'all, come on, right? The actress Tamala Jones, right? Tamala Jones said a million times that Porsha stole her man, Tio, and was messing with her man, Tio. However, Tio's not the one that took her on the shopping spree. Tio wasn't Tio, no, Tio's cool, this and that, but he ain't take her on the shopping spree, and he damn sure didn't buy her a $500,000 car. And it's not that Nigerian oil baron, and Tio isn't even from Nigeria, okay? So there you go. And it's not the Nigerian oil baron that you guys keep saying. Now, I do want to say also, Ebony D, woo, thank you so much for becoming a member of the Tattle Tells. I appreciate you so much. You guys, it's $4.99. We got 3 Tattle Tells. Let's see if we can get up to 6 by the end of the live. I know I'm super ambitious, but let's see if we can get up on 6. Everybody got their hustle, right? Porsha's hustle was anybody's married man. You said damn fool if you ever let Porsha. If I was Shamia, I'd be like literally looking at her husband saying like, give me your phone. Give me your phone. You and Porsha was planning on my birthday? Give me your phone. Let me see. Give me your phone, because give me your phone. I wouldn't even trust Porsha. My hustle is YouTube, but at least y'all know y'all men's is safe. At least y'all know y'all men's is safe. You can leave Tisa in the room with your man and go to the bathroom and know when you come out, your man gonna be sitting where he left. You can be enraged. And here's the thing, it's not even about trusting your man. It's about people's grimy intentions. Forget about trusting your man. You gotta trust a grimy. I said it before, Porsha's the type of woman that she see you and your man in Costco on aisle 8 arguing over whether you taking Bounty paper towels or whether Viva paper towels are better. And she see y'all arguing over what paper towels to get. And she just be like, And as soon as you go home, she be in your man's DM like, hey, I saw you arguing over paper towels. Is everything okay? You know, if you need anyone to talk to, I'm here. Porsha got that Kardashian hustle. She got that Kardashian hustle. So listen, here we go. Ooh, we got Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty. Yes. Welcome to the members only live. Y'all, we are at 4 members only. Let's see if we get 2 more, y'all. Thank you so much for blessing me. I'm working hard on vacation. I'm working hard. I even got a lower voice so I don't wake up the damn neighborhood, because you know they not used to American Tisa being loud. Right. So listen. Okay. So listen, we're going to talk about the daycare, all this other stuff, but if we want to talk about that, let's join my members, not my members only live, but join my chat for on Tuesday. I'm doing a recap for chapter 5 of Porsha's book, The Pursuit of Porsha. If you guys haven't checked out, I did went over chapters 1 through 4. It was hilarious. I do book time. I read them voices. You guys gonna be, if you guys like story time when you were kids, yes, I should have been a kindergarten teacher. If you like story time, you're gonna love my book review recaps, because it is adult story time. You guys are wrong. It is not the Bashoran. It for the 18th time, because y'all keep going with this. I don't know where y'all got that rumor from. It's not Bashoran. The guy's not Nigerian. Hold on really quick, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, you guys, it's not Bashoran. You guys are wrong. Whoever told you that is wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. It's not Bashoran. It's not. The guy's not Nigerian. Who cares about who else she messed with? But the guy that got her the car and took her on a shopping spree, he's a billionaire, but he's not Nigerian. So it can't be Bashoran. Where'd y'all even get that from? Y'all just be making up shit. Anyway, they call me crazy. I thought, interested, right? Interesting that Tell Me Crazy, they filmed that, and that's Monetta's very good friend. It makes me think even more and more and more between Candy Poster and this and that my sources are correct, and it hasn't been confirmed. But don't be surprised if she is the 7th peach holder, right? Because she is filming, and from what I hear, they filmed at her wedding too. You know, right? Listen, okay, so let's go now. Celebrating, right? Listen, so they're there, they're talking. Let's get back into the recap, right? I'm gonna do an in-depth recap, scene by scene. Probably I'm on Adam's channel, where we're gonna be talking it up, different things, laughing about things, and then I'm gonna be on okay, and then we're going to be on Rim. Thank you, Rim. Hit the like button. Anyway, let's get into this, right? Kel Me Crazy again. Monetta Shaw's good friend, and oddly enough, because it's a small world, Jalen is actually really good friends with the owner too. I want to say his name's Moshi, but that's not it. I want to say his name is Moshi. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Well, let's get into this, right? So they're still celebrating Porsha's thing. A couple of things that I noticed from this, right? Lauren and Porsha are not in a good place at all. Lauren keeps taking little jabs at Porsha, even how she's like, oh, you wearing that to hide your stomach? Oh, that's giving pregnant. Lauren really, really loves Dennis, and she does not like Simon. Maybe she gets bad energy from Simon, right? Now, funny thing that Porsha was like, I'm not having a random woman buy my man. This is how you know she just got done messing with Dennis. She's even referring to Dennis as her man. She keeps trying to clean it up and says fiance, but then again, maybe she was telling the truth, because Porsha knows the way she is. She don't want to get up and go to the bathroom and be Porsha Williams and somebody DMing her man under the table. Even though if anybody DMing Simon under the table, they're DMing for some money, because it can't be on nothing else. Coupled with that Gordon Gartrell, quiet as is kept. Why did Porsha's grandmother look younger than her man? Portia's grandmother looked younger than Simon. Literally, that looked like it was her grandma's date. And judging why he was dressed with that crescent star Gordon Gartrell denim jacket, I don't even know what to say, right? Now, Lauren even said that she felt like Porsha was a bit selfish because, and this is true to Portia's personality, even from what you see in the book, Porsha literally is all about people fitting into her roles. And like Lauren said, if you don't fit into what her roles, she don't got nothing to say. Now, Dennis did say that he was being shady and that he was trolling when he posted that picture on social media talking about the way Porsha's butt was sitting in that dress. Now, I will say to Dennis's credit, that thing was thinging. Porsha looked absolutely gorgeous in her green dress, but this is no news under the sun. Even in that blue denim outfit with the blue eyeshadow, Porsha is a beautiful woman. She got style, she got charisma, she lights up the screen. Now, I don't care what nobody says. this show is the Porsha and Dennis show. I actually like their chemistry. I like that scene about when they sat down to dinner about what, let me know in the comments what y'all think about will they or won't they be doing these things. I really like their chemistry. Oddly enough, I thought Simon would be hateable on screen, but oddly enough, Simon is just plain forgettable. He's literally like a lump of coal in the corner. You actually forget he's there. He is a concept. I mean, I know when the camera pans on him, you're like, ew, who is that? But he just fades into the background. He's a non-factor. And to me, I would rather be hated than be a non-factor on a reality TV show. But I guess this is good for Porsha because when she does leave him, he'll be easy to replace. No one's going to miss him. The success of her show, whether she gets a second season, my sources are saying Bravo doesn't want her on for a second season. And also when you look at the ratings, I don't know if they're good or bad. It was her baby special did 1.5 million in ratings. This at 8.69. But that said, all the ratings across the board for all housewife shows are down. So I don't know if Bravo is looking at the ratings. They're not fantastic, but I don't know if they're looking at them as decent enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, they're not the best, but are they decent enough for them to even consider? Or is it better just being like, let's just go with another concept because we can get these ratings with any show. We can literally show a live cam of owls nursing their babies to life and 869,000 people will join in. But I could see this show being Porsha and Dennis because their chemistry is so on. Listen, I find it funny, and I'll say this again, that there are certain bloggers acting like this show is too lowbrow to vlog. When I'm like, granted, the fighting's ghetto, that, but I've been finding this show to be enjoyable. One, because I like dragging, and there's a lot to roast. So if you want to put your relationship on display for us to drag it and roast it because it's funny, fine. I find it very, very funny. It's giving what it's supposed to give. But out of all the Bravo shows and all the franchises and the low-class stuff we saw them doing, what about this show is so vulgar that you think that you're above vlogging it? That really, I don't know why. It just came off as anti-Black to me. I don't know why. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know. If you vlog in all those other housewife shows, and listen, let me tell you something. Reality TV anyway is lowbrow. We all doing it. It's cultural, and I like it because it shows in culture and anthropology. But vlogging, like reality TV, is like it is what it is. Now you want to put levels. Now you want some high class. Oh, thank you for the super chat room. Now you want some high class stuff where we all vlog in reality TV. If you get your ass off that pedestal and come down here in the gutter, anyway. So anyway, let's get back to the thing. So Simon was like, they just got engaged 2 weeks ago. And prior to that, Porsha was on my head for 2 months, literally reinforcing the thing that Porsha and Dennis, while they broke off their engagement, they were still messing around. Again, Porsha is open to anyone that can give her the lifestyle she desperately needs because even according to her book, she needs to keep up with the Joneses. And in her mind, the Joneses are the Williams side of the family. She's still that little girl fighting to prove that she's not disposable, right? Again, watch my recap on the book if you haven't bought it because it is good. Bree Sands 1997. That was a beautiful year to be born. Bree Sands 1997. Welcome to the Tattle Tells show. Welcome to the family. Enjoy the things. And Tattle Tells in the chat. Let her know how good the Members Only Live is, and let her know how good the last Members Only Live. Because you can get the library Members Only Live. A new one is coming up this Friday. But let me tell you something. The last Members Only Live, Simon's family called in. His family called in and let us know. And they said, and this woman was completely legit, and she let us know that everything I said was correct, but also she let us know a lot about Simon's character and the type of man that we are dealing with. Now, there we go. His name is Rosholomo. Whatever. His name is Roy. R-O-I. Roy, right? Listen. Oh, remember? I brought up thing. Y'all are shady. Who was it? JM MM55 said, what about when Dennis had to help Simon out of that chair? I hollered too, because Dennis is a gentleman and he helps his elders. Simon, you know what though? Maybe Porsha's plan, low-key. Did y'all ever see Heartbreakers with Sigourney Weaver and Jennifer Love Hewitt? If you haven't, You need to watch it because maybe that's Porsha and Miss Diane's game plan. Watch Heartbreakers with Jennifer Love Hewitt, and I think Sigourney Weaver played her mom. I think that is their game plan. The way Simon be getting up to walk to the bathroom and sit back down like this. Well, maybe she's trying to get married because she's like, Peepaw might not be around next year. Maybe that's her thing. You saw the way, listen, we see the way Simon's stomach looks hard. We see the way he looks like he drinks Don Julio 1942 for cornflake in his cornflakes for breakfast and smokes cigars for lunch. And we saw even through Porsha's Instagram that they went through Church's Chicken. Maybe Porsha's thing is to get him married, stuff him full of Church's Chicken and Taco Bell and all this stuff. And maybe Peepaw won't be here in a year or two. And then she'll have the keys to kingdom. The only thing she knows is if she do that, she's just going to have a bill for an Airbnb. Quiet as kept. Did y'all see the video I broke? And I broke this. Well, okay, I didn't broke the story. Radar Online broke the story, but then I reported it, right? That Simon is being sued for $200K because there was a deal to buy a house in Florida for $5.8 million, and he backed out the deal, and he owes that person $200K. The thing about that is, right? We're just like, Simon, where's your money? You realize that if you sign a thing for contract and if you have the assets, the owner can force you to buy the house. The courts will just seize your assets and be like, we're taking the $5.8 million and you have to go, right? Listen. She thinks that, but anyway, Simon backed out that deal. And I know that there were rumors going around well, not even rumors. Porsha said that her and Simon bought a house together, right? They bought a house together. They better not say it's that Costa Rica house because that's an Airbnb, right? But they said they bought a house together. I wonder if that house is the house in Florida that Simon reneged on the sale, because this is around that time, and he probably did it to back out from Porsha. And I was like, if I had that much money, right? And I'm saying I'm worth $400 million, and I reneged on the sale for $5.8 million just because I didn't want it. It's a blessing that the owner is going to let me out of it if I just renege on if I just give back the $200,000 that's in escrow. Here, keep the deposit, and then we call it evening. Because the woman really could be like, you got assets for that. But funny thing, the lady said that she hasn't been able to serve, her name is Susie. Susie said she hasn't been able to serve Simon with any of the paperwork for the lawsuit because they can't find a legal address on him. The business, not good enough. But my point of saying this is Simon doesn't own a home in Atlanta, and he doesn't even have a rental in Atlanta. I guess whenever he's in Atlanta, he is just staying over at Porsha's house. This is my opinion, right? Now, let's get into it because I took some notes, right? Then we go into the barbecue. The barbecue is laughable. This is just first impressions. I'm going to go into detail on probably Monday night or Tuesday, right? My own end up. But join me at 12:30 p.m. on Up and Adam's channel because I will be recapping, right? The barbecue. I saw, who was it? Gloria said, I think Porsha is punking us. I gotta say, right? Is she punking us or is she punking herself? Because who is she really fooling at this point? You think Porsha's punking us? Porsha thinks in her mind that everybody is going to believe this thing and producers are going to edit her. You could say that the producers are dragging her up and down because Bravo looks at Porsha's good girl image that she has, the girl next door, lovable, lethal for heart, America's sweetheart image. Bravo looks at it as, we made you into who you are because we know you and that's not you. We gave you a good edit. So if you're going to try to leave us, if you're going to try to capitalize on this image, we're going to destroy everything we helped you build until you start acting right. I mean, that is something you can say. Now, we go into the barbecue. The barbecue is staged with a lot of questions. You can tell Porsha's family is very, very nervous. They didn't know what to say. And you could tell that she gave them things to say. The way her aunt was like, Simon, do you have any brothers? Because you are so accomplished and distinguished. You seem perfect. Ma'am. I literally was like, girl, Porsha, could you get your family some more believable? And Simon, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Simon on his Cookie Monster stuff sitting there. Thank you. But you know who didn't get the memo? Porsha's Meemaw. Porsha's Meemaw was like, she was like, actually, I'm his fourth wife. And everybody was just like, God's glory. And Porsha's grandma was like, oh my goodness. You running through them like you pouring water out the kitchen sink or whatever she said. You know those old Southern Caliber. And I had to crack up. And when Porsha put her head down, she knew her Mimo was going to come with some mess. But did you see Simon's face too? Simon's not a good person. You could tell he was this far away from putting Porsha's grandmother in her place. I don't know. I feel Lauren. There's something with Simon that even when you see interact with the family, there's something about him that you're just like, yeah, I don't really like you. I don't really trust you. But it's funny also the way Porsha wants everyone to be super supportive and nobody can speak a bad word about her. But my heart kind of broke in that scene with her and Lauren when Lauren started crying. And because Porsha was like, I don't want to hear about your fiance. He's not good for you. Porsha, you don't let anyone say a bad word about anything you're going through. But yet you're literally, when Lauren's in the middle of a heartbreak, dragging her. I was like, I don't know, Porsha. I don't like people like that where your feelings, you ever have friends or family where their feelings take up the whole emotional playing field in the relationship, and there's no room for you to have feelings, good, bad, or indifferent. And when you do have feelings, they're very dismissive of them because all that really matters is that their feelings are met. I don't like that mess. But anyway, right? Let's see. Hold on, right? Listen. Okay, so we go on, we do this, right? So it's also telling to me that Simon doesn't even know the family. He knows Lauren. Lauren doesn't mess him. And everybody else, even to the fact of, I don't know where the barbecue was held. I think the barbecue was held at Porsha's house. And I found it odd that Simon had to knock on the door to get into his fiance's house. Don't you got a key, boo? I guess not, right? Listen, Porsha, listen. Now, Lauren did speak the truth when she said Porsha got that man around Pilar. So what do you care if Dennis actually comes? Again, Lauren was taking jabs at Porsha that whole time, even when Porsha was trying on the dress. And she's like, Simon bought me the whole line. And looking like the Amazon Prime. And Lauren was like, he got you that to hide the stomach? Because you're giving pregnant right now. You giving pregnant right now. He got you, right? Listen. So we saw that, and we also, I think that Porsha has Simon staying with her because I think in that episode, Porsha was driving Simon's Benz, but it's interesting. He was driving Simon's Benz, but it's interesting that even though Simon bought Fallon 5011 cars, the love of his life, Porsha Williams, the person he's playing daddy to Pilar. The person who's playing daddy to Pilar, Simon ain't buy her one goddamn car. He got her a few moo-moos from Amazon Prime, but he ain't really buy her anything. To me, it's funny, and I would feel some type of way if I saw the last woman and was spoiled to death and you got me like just driving your car around and I'm supposed to be the woman you're spending your life with and everybody that you love, right? Listen. But again, Lauren took that swipe saying, what Simon got you those dresses to cover up your stomach. But quiet as is kept, the word on the street is that Henny that Porsha seems to be addicted to is got her stomach looking pregnant for the last 4 years. But you ain't here for me, right? Again, Dennis goes after Porsha when they meet up for that, when they meet up at Fogo de Chao. Y'all, I love Fogo de Chao. Me and my family even wanted to have Thanksgiving at Fogo de Chao. I love Fogo de Chao. I have the best memory of Fogo de Chao, and their bathrooms are top notch too. Even when you go into the bathrooms, there's music playing. It's super top notch. I love Fogo de Chao. So they were eating, and that's the thing. I was like, oh, I haven't eaten Fogo de Chao since the pandemic, but I love it. So anyway, they're at Fogo de Chao. I found it odd that Porsha was trying so hard to look pretty for Dennis, right? And even when she got there, the way she was like, are you going to pull out my chair? And Dennis was looking at her like, if you don't sit your butt down, we are friends, man. We are co-parenting. What do I look like pulling out your chair, right? Dennis said, and this clears out why he was at the Mother's Day thing and he was smiling on camera. Because like he said, I wanted to look publicly supportive. That doesn't mean that I support this mess, but for Pilar's sake, and also for your sake too, I'm going to publicly support this. Now, because we know what we know about Porsha and where Simon should be worried and where he probably is, Porsha is fine with being like, this is my fiance, that's my old man, and telling the old man, I'll meet you in the laundry room in 5 minutes and we can do what we do, and then we'll come back to Dennis, the birthday party. I firmly believe that if Dennis gave her the opportunity, and he would, because he's Dennis, Porsha would 100% have some dealings with him while she got a fiance and a man. Y'all can think I'm hating, but even if you read Porsha's book where she talk about being saved again, y'all, in chapter 5 that I'm doing on Tuesday, Porsha said she was in the middle of a dance floor at the club and heard God's voice booming through. Porsha is just a mess. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if she believes this or she's trolling us, but it don't matter because it is funny. Chapter 5, I'm going to do. Join me on Tuesday. It's going to be funny because the thing she lets out, and the thing is, the thing she's saying in her show right now tie into what's happening in the book. And the book gives you like a little bit, but that said, the book's only 186 pages. Every chapter is only 20 pages. So it's just funny, it's just funny, right? Listen, I will say Porsha and Simon do. Porsha and Dennis, by their interactions, there's clearly something in between them, but I think that's because they just got messing with each other. They just got them messing with each other. Like I said, Porsha sent out that group text to all her side pieces being like, yo, I'm with somebody. She was keeping her options open until she locked down that big fish. Porsha and Dennis seem to be doing okay, but they need to read Monetta Shaw's book, Keep It Classy. I think it's called Keep It Classy. It's a book about the way she co-parents with Neo. And Neo, to me, seemed perfectly horrible to Monetta. So maybe Porsha and Dennis need to read that book. Maybe Monetta can do, if she is a peach, she can do a little cross-pollination and appear on Porsha Family Values. Again, Simon is such a non-factor. I used to think that Porsha was crazy for bringing Simon on that show. I still think she's crazy for jeopardizing her reputation and leaving all those jobs. But this show, which is her and Dennis, they light up the screen. They have chemistry. I really believe they are attracted to each other, that they actually do stuff. But Simon and Porsha, again, it looks like she just got a bag, a Crown Royal bag full of pennies that she's trying to secure. She don't like them. She don't find them attractive. She don't want them kissing. And she doesn't even like him as a person. But then again, compared to Dennis's personality, it's like you went to somebody that has a super fun personality that matches your energy to being with your judgmental peepaw that wants you sitting right there, but yet want you to get on the table at the club and twerk for him to make him feel like he's 20 again, That's all I'm saying, right? Listen, Dennis is the star of Porsha's show, and I'm sure that makes Simon so mad because the producers are probably like, we don't really need you all week. But we knew that Simon was going to disappoint off his Instagram lives when he did his Instagram lives, and I was like, man, get out of here. So, one thing I wanted to tell you guys, hold on. Just let me go. Listen. Say what y'all want. Let me know in the comments. Do you think that Simon seems like an extra in his own show? And Porsha did her best to secure the bag because she knows that Simon wants to be desperately famous. So she did her best to try to give her man fame because that's how she stole him from Fallon, right? Fallon was his trophy, was his showpiece. He was going to use her to ride the coattails. Because listen, before y'all know it, Fallon actually had a huge following on Instagram. She had a huge following. She used to do lives where she painted. She did this, she did that. I know you guys know Fallon as like Fallon being pregnant and being in mommy mode. And Fallon is always in mommy mode. But she's like that new type of mommy where you're sexy, you go out, you turn up, but you keep it classy and you're a good mom. Like the new 2021 moms, right? Like you sexy, fun, cool boy mom, But she had a huge following. And that's why the producers kept coming after her to join. And she never wanted to until Simon pushed her to join. Again, Simon had plans. Anyway, right? The barbecue when the grandma brought up that Dennis was a playboy. And then Dennis's mom, like she should have, was like, don't be disrespecting my son right here. And the grandmother was having a heart-to-heart with her. I found it interesting that at the table, when Porsha was meeting with Dennis' mom, she kept trying to change the subject. But Dennis' mom kept saying, you are a cheater. Like, what are you doing? I know, don't get it. Your mom called me in March 2020 and told you were a cheater, right? She told me you were a cheater. And then Porsha had the nerve to be like, my grandmother is speaking her truth. But then this is the thing about Porsha. Porsha's a great communicator. Porsha's that type of person where she can tell you anything. And in that moment, you're like, oh, all right, that makes sense, right? Can you hand me some water? In that moment, you're like, oh my God, that makes sense. That makes sense. But when she leaves the room, you sit there and you're like, wait a second. How'd that work right there? Where they do that there, right? So Porsha is a great communicator in the moment. But when she leaves the room, people start thinking about what she's saying. Porsha said, my grandmother was telling her truth. But to Dennis's mom's point, your grandma ain't telling you nothing, ain't saying nothing except for what you told her. Your grandmother is telling her truth which is your lie. Sorry, I need water. Your grandmother is telling her truth, but her truth, Porsha, is your lie, which is Dennis cheated on you. Well, I guess it's a half truth because yeah, he cheated on you, but you were cheating on Dennis the whole time, keeping your options open with the African love of your life, right? That also happens to be the African connect. Now, remember how also it was so out of Fogo de Chao that Porsha kept talking about what's her name, who you messing with. You ain't going to, even the way she says, you're not going to be bringing a young girl around me while I'm getting older and fluffier and bringing some young girl. Why are you supposed to be married with this man? And don't forget at this time when it was filming, Porsha thought Simon was worth $300,000. So you got a man that's supposed to be playing stepdad to your daughter, loving you, supporting you, teaching you about being yourself, being a supportive person emotionally. That's what you're telling us. And on top of that, he's worth 300 million. He sound damn near perfect. Why are you worried about who, what, when, where, or how, what Dennis McKinley is doing? Even when Dennis was texting outside the restaurant and Porsha was looking on her phone being like, oh, you're trying to play me because you got a naked picture. Why are you looking at who this man's texting? Why do you care about who this man's texting? Because you just stopped messing with Dennis. And there's some very real history and chemistry behind this. That's why, right? Dennis and Porsha both were cheating. So how can you get mad at Dennis? I mean, to me, it sounds like they just had an open relationship. Shout out to Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott. They're redefining what family is. I saw that cover and I said, you mean they got an open relationship? What you mean they're redefining? There's a word for this. It's called open relationship. It's called swingers. Anyway. Listen, Dennis said we broke it off in January. Porsha starts arguing, trying to overtalk him, talking about no. I really don't think Dennis got any reason to lie. I truly don't think that Dennis got any reason to lie on Porsha at all about when they stopped messing around, right? I want to know in the comments, so why are you guys, this is an aside, why are y'all guys in the chat comparing Porsha to Marjorie Harvey? How? They're two different people. They're two different people. Marjorie Harvey secured the bag with Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is who Porsha wishes she was with. Not only did she secure the bag, but that man loved her children and raised her children as his own, right? And her daughter, Lori, secured the bag. That's another thing. Marjorie Harvey, Miss Diana's not Marjorie Harvey because Marjorie put Lori down on game, and Lori knew how to pick a man that's down for her. Porsha don't even know what that looked like because I don't even think her mom figured out what that looked like, right? Listen, they're not caught. Y'all can say what y'all want. They're not cut from the same cloth. Marjorie secured a Steve Harvey. The guy had her daughter walking in the D&G fashion show. Remember when she put her in the Paris Fashion Weeks? Because Steve Harvey had the connections and the money. That's how also, number two, you know Simon don't got any money because he doesn't have any connections. Simon has not been able to elevate. Porsha got fame and status. When you got fame and status, all you need is somebody with money to open you up to new opportunities. Simon ain't opened one door for Porsha. He can't even get people to come to a birthday party. Simon is not liked, respected, and he don't got the money to buy his way into those rooms. If you notice from the vacations, she's staying in Ecuador or Guatemala or Cancun or someplace where you can rent or Costa Rica, where a damn mansion costs $1 million. Now, he didn't buy this Airbnb, and $1 million is a lot. But you guys need to realize when you're dealing with real money, you're not going to be in a mansion in Costa Rica because you need to be where everybody is so you can get opportunities. He don't got money to buy her a mansion in Paris like Kanye West did to Kim, right? Simon's saying he's worth more money. Well, not now, but he's saying he's worth more money than what Kanye West was worth 5 years ago, where he had a damn penthouse condo in Paris, in New York, in LA, even in downtown Atlanta. Y'all, again, is Simon doing great for a middle-class person? Absolutely. But you guys are trying to act like he's wealthy. Listen. Simon don't even get invited. Simon is sitting there like a grandpa he is, taking pictures with Ray J and Jeezy and young Jeezy, right? Literally. Are you being invited to Drake? Meek Mills, anybody, Lil Baby, literally, can we look at the top 40 for the last 5 years and ask whose parties you're being invited to? Simon ain't opened one door for Porsha because his money isn't as long. His money is running out. He don't got the money y'all think he is. And when I say don't, I remember somebody was telling me, well, I saw him at a club buying bottles. You ain't right, baby's dad that is behind in child support is in the club buying bottles. What does buying bottles? Hey, Princess Di, thank you so much for the super chat. Princess Di said, and our newest member of the Tattle Tells fam said, do you think Dennis and Porsha are playing Simon to use him for the exposure, attention to boost Porsha's career or get the money they thought Simon had? Let me tell you something, right? Listen, let me tell y'all something. You can't compare Steve Harvey to Simon because Steve Harvey ain't in the club. Steve Harvey is a man worth millions. He's 100 millionaire and he acts accordingly. He's up working. He's up. He's not in the club. He's not known to be a cheater. What 60-year-old man is still humping around like a wild dog cheating on people? Now listen, you can do your Kanye West, Kim Kardashian. It's just you and your bad B. I get that. You can even date around, but what man is cheating like a dog, paying prostitutes and escorts and girls that work at the Pink Rhino or Purple Humpback, whatever that little strip club that Jessica Harris worked at part-time? Shout out to Jessica Harris. She's a cutie, though. Shout out to Jessica Harris. She put all Simon's business on blast and loved it. And Tasha K was there for it. That was such a good interview. Go watch Tasha K's interview if you haven't seen it already with Jessica Harris. That's a girl that Simon was cheating on Porsha and not Fallon because they had left each other, but were cheating on Porsha with, right? Was cheating on Porsha with. I find it odd also, just as an aside, remember how y'all was in the comments saying, oh, this proved that Simon was right, that Fallon cheated on Simon, blah, 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 blah. Tristan Thompson just had his baby come with the trainer, right? I did a story on this. The trainer said she got pregnant on Tristan's birthday, which was March 13th, and her baby just came, right? So Fallon's timeline, even by real, for anyone that's ever been pregnant, actually makes sense. And also, if it doesn't, that means that when he was with Jessica Harris, he was cheating on Fallon. But remember, Simon put that $75,000 reward that he made archived on his Instagram saying, if anybody can show me any proof that I cheated on my wife, I'll give you $75,000. But one of the reasons he said nobody could bring him proof is because he said that him and Fallon broke up in January. So, And again, once you leave someone, it might hurt your feelings. It might hurt your pride. It might hurt your heart that they move on the next day. But when it's over, it's over. Just like if Porsha had started her relationship with Simon when she said she did, she knows that people couldn't have been mad at her. That's why she's so desperate to establish that timeline that they didn't start talking until his divorce was finalized. That's why she's so desperate, because she knows with the moral authority, whatever happens after you leave me or after I leave you, you can fall in love the next day. You can get pregnant by somebody the next day. It doesn't matter. It's your own free world. I think that's the point, right? Now, where was I, right? Listen, Dennis is a star. Simon's an extra, right? Listen, remember when Porsha also said that you never know when there's a possibility of her and Dennis getting back together. Never say never. Y'all, do I think that they're playing them to actually listen? Do I think that they're playing them to get together? No, I think that Porsha is committed. I think that Dennis doesn't rock with her like that. Again, Dennis might want that old thing back. From my sources saying Dennis doesn't really rock with Porsha like that. They're not compatible. Porsha still has a thing for Dennis. Do I think? No, I don't think they're playing Simon. I think that Porsha, if you read her book, it's only 186 pages. I'm going to do chapter 5. This is what Porsha does to attach herself to a man with money. Porsha, and I hate to say this about another woman, because I hate when men say it, but Porsha is, in her book, giving the definition of what people say a gold Tigger is, but not a smart one, not a smart one, not a subtle one, but like a baby one, right? Like a baby one that came from a backwater town that don't got no sense. But again, I see you guys in the comments with the Fallon thing, but don't forget Fallon's due date was December 2nd. This literally syncs up. This literally syncs up with everything, right? Listen, it did, right? Listen, Porsha, and also I just want to let you guys know, Porsha never had Dennis, but she wants Dennis. It's all about Porsha's ego at the baby and Porsha's ego at this point and not being a baby's mother. You saw when they showed that flashback of her and Dennis' mom when she's like, I'm not a baby's mother and I got this ring. Porsha is very judgmental of people. This is what I get from her book. So she judges people, so she thinks people are going to judge her. Her worst nightmare is being 40 years old and being a single mom. Ain't nothing wrong with being a single mom at 40 at all. Do you? You don't need these men. But to Porsha, because she's so judgmental, she needs to have that title. She needs to be chosen, right? She needs to be chosen. And at this point, it's about her ego and the baby. But let me know what you think, right? Listen, again, y'all can say what you want about Fallon, but Fallon's due date was December 2nd, and the math is adding up. Simon said he left her in January. I don't care what you say. When you leave me, all bets are off. All bets are off. Literally, if I'm trying to get back together with you, yeah, I'm going to be good. I'm going to try to no, I don't want to mess things up. But if you 100% leave me and you're not getting back, just like if I left someone, I can't get mad at the next day they fall madly in love. It is what it is, F it is, right? Yeah, exactly. Who said shout out to the short books? Let's see. Lily said, oh yeah, you guys, Lily writes books. Her book is amazing. She said, I write short books that have a little meat and potatoes. It's the message blessing you take from the book. You know, I write short books that are powerful. Okay, yeah, listen, Lily's right. Her books are short, but they're very powerful. My point in saying that Porsha's thing was 186 pages. Porsha's book was 186 pages of nothing. It was judgmental. She is a pick-me. And also from her book, you see Porsha, even though her image is like your best friend, Porsha's not a girl's girl. Porsha does not like other women. She is deeply insecure, but she does not like other women. And she competes with every woman she sees, which would really go into why she's always taking people's men. But anyway, where are we? Let's get through this review. Let's review, right? They say that this dinner is about co-parenting. Porsha, who goes on a date where you worry about what to wear with your baby's father that you don't care about anymore, and you talking about co-parenting at dinner time? Girl, I would assume, listen, I know you want to look your best, but not in the way it was. You were getting dressed for a date, right? Again, Dennis let us know that he had stuff at her house. Looking at the text message, why you are literally at this point think you're with a man that's worth 300 million. He's supposed to be co-parenting, love you, so supportive, the best man in your life, and you worried about some girl sending your ex some pictures? Man, if you don't get out of listen, if you don't get out of there. Let me go through these comments real quick before we go to the next scene. We're about to go. Oh, Melba Davis wants to know why is she in her book talking about daycares, knowing it was her mom's daycare. That's not true. Porsha's name was always on the daycares and the loans that they own. She talked about even getting a $2 million loan. You know how it is in the hood. But listen, we love our parents love using our name and our credit. No, Porsha's name was always on the daycare and on the loans because Porsha was actually able to get credit. Funny thing in chapter 5 that's also revealed. Remember how Porsha said in her book that she was homeless after she left Cordell? She also lets it be revealed that the whole time her and Cordell were together, Porsha had a condo in downtown Atlanta that the mortgage was $4,000 a month on, that Cordell wanted her to sell. Porsha decided to keep her condo. Porsha literally says that she was homeless after her divorce, even though she lived at her mom's house before she moved into her mansion, when she had the condo in downtown Atlanta with the $4,000 a month mortgage that she still had. Porsha is such a liar. And the thing is, she's not a liar where she lies a little bit. Porsha lies, and then she doesn't let the lie breathe. She lies, and then she lies again, and she lies again, and she lies again. Queen Dara of the Blackfoots. Mama, I know you've been rocking with me for a while, Queen Dara. Thank you so much for joining the Tattle Tells family. Everybody welcome Queen Dara of the Blackfoots to the Tattle Tells. Mama, thank you so much. You've been rocking with me for a while. Thank you for making that jump into the Tattle Tells. And Tila Palmer, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Listen. Again, yeah, she needed that housewife's paycheck, the first one she got, to go and save the penthouse, because when Cordell left her, he left her with nothing. But part of the reason why he left her with nothing, Cordell didn't have a prenup, and he played hardball with her, but she was really able to get that prenup thrown up. Cordell, and this is the thing from the backstory with the book review, because I know a little bit about their backstories. I can do. Cordell left them. Well, I'm going to tell you, if you join my review on Tuesday, why Cordell left Porsha, the real reason why Porsha was left with nothing, and how that fits into the bullshit lies she's saying in her book. But she does kind of admit it a little bit, but she skims over it. Anyway, right? Listen, when Porsha said, if I wanted Dennis, I would be with Dennis. That's not true. That's just what you telling Simon. One thing I will say, I feel like Simon talks to Porsha almost like he's her pimp. I don't like, even the way Simon's like, I've been through over 1,000 hours of therapy. Yeah, most narcissists do. And second of all, anybody that's ever been to therapy or deals with people, it's like, just because you go into therapy doesn't mean anything. And 1,000 hours, there's 52 weeks in a year. If you go 2 times a week, which is what most people go, that's saying that you went to therapy for 6 months, or you spread that out over the year. That's really not that much therapy, especially when you're dealing with being a chronic cheater and you have all these patterns. That, to me, that's not enough. It's enough to start being self-aware, but you need to go to therapy a little bit more to really break toxic habits. Porsha and her therapy. Well, listen, we'll talk about this in a book review. Because it's so much. It's going to take me off thing, right? Now we talk about Lauren and the shaman. Lauren cracks me up. I love the spiritual journey she's on, and I love the way that she feels like, since she's left Go Naked Here, that she wants to be a healer. And no lie, there needs to be more spiritual healers in there. And maybe Lauren's purpose in life is to break the generational curses. We all have people in our family that break the generational curses or try to. And Lauren might be that person. It's a heavy role being a spiritual healer. It's a heavy role breaking generational curses. And I salute Lauren for wanting to even sacrifice herself and her energy and her goals to help heal herself, her daughter, and also her family. So shout out to her. Now, I do love the way their auntie, any Southern Black woman, whether you are an energy healer or not, she saw that shaman and saw she wasn't Black and already was like, I don't like this. If she knew anything about her people, we don't invite demons into our house. And I said, this reminds me of my aunties and stuff. I just had to giggle and laugh, because it's like, and Lauren knew, like, Auntie, can you stop? Can you stop? Can you just give her a chance? But you know how they feel. They look at anyone that's not Black like, I don't trust them. They're inviting demons in, right? I just had me cracking up. Again, going to that sit down with Mama Gina. If you subscribe to my members only live, you would know what that sit down is leading up to, and you would know the backstory, and it is juicy. It's only $4.99. You can cancel it anytime. Everybody knows about it. Even my stalker is giving my shout outs for $4.99. I know that you're a member, and I hope you like them. I hope you like the lives. And yes, I'm going to stay doing them right now. Where was I, right? Yeah, listen, you guys, the next episode starts the Mexican mess. Listen, I know I skimmed through everything. We're going to do the real dragging. I'm going to be on Up and Adam's channel, 12:30 p.m. Me, Grace, Layla, Lynn. It's going to be tomorrow, Monday at 12:30 p.m. Make sure you watch the playback. And if you do join the live chat on Up and Adam's channel, please let them know you're a tattletale and show up and show out. Again, I'm the newbie on the team. These are all YouTube greats. I'm the newbie. So you guys, I want to come and show in and show out, But, let's get this going. You guys, let's take some comments. And also, before I go, do you guys want to drop the call-in link really quick? Just to see what you guys want to say. If anybody wants to call in and give their thing, right? I just dropped the call-in link. Hey, what's up, B? If anybody wants to call in and give their opinion, I just dropped the call-in link, right? There we go. Who is saying Steve Harvey? Simon and Steve Harvey don't got nothing in common, and Porsha don't got nothing in common with Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey knows how to pimp the game. She knows how to get in where she fits in. I just dropped the call-in link if anybody wants to share their opinions. Let's see what these comments are saying. Listen, the shaman is a witch. Google it. That's another reason why her aunt started praying. Her aunt used to be a member of the New Birth and Change. Okay, I don't know if she's a witch, but from what she was talking about, she looked like she was just an energy healing. Again, as we know from COVID, you can be a good witch or a dark witch, just like you can be a good Christian or a bad Christian. Again, it's all playing with energy. All you need to know from that is as above, so below. Anything, energy, anything you take from the universe, you can get whatever you want out of this universe, but the universe takes that price. You can even throw negative energy on it, but the universe comes back, right? If you are like a child of the earth, the earth demands the energy comes back, which is why they say when you throw negative energy out, it always comes back on you. The universe demands what is given back. You can't just take, right? Let's see who's up here. Hey, Kaya, what's up? How are you doing, mama? How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing good. Working for my YouTube family. I hope there's 1,300 likes in the things. I'm on vacation. It's 4:30, almost 5 in the morning, and I'm blogging for you guys. Y'all, come on. Help me out. Listen. Okay, so let's go on. Well, listen, when I say Lauren's not on Portia's payroll, I wanted to actually see. I know she's not with Go Naked Hair anymore, but Portia does support Lauren. So that is a question. What is she going to do for a living? But again, Lauren's smart. She's gorgeous. And I think what she's going to do is start doing spiritual work. And honestly, how Simon knows, if you go live in Central America or South America, you can live quite well just making like a little bit. But anyway, let's get into this. Kai, let me know your thoughts. And then who else do we have in the chat?
ACE.
Oh, ACE, what's up? ACE.
We just running the streets tonight, ACE.
Yeah, ACE, you are looking good. I love the hair. Okay, you came out here stunting like your daddy. All right. I like that. Wait, ACE, I can't hear you. Hold on.
My bad. My mic was muted.
Okay, there you go.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, so Kaya and ACE, let me know. Oh, last thing I want to say. Did y'all notice, and I want your opinion about this, the way Simon was looking at Porsha's family? Now, from what I know with this person, this is my opinion and also what people told me. Simon, how can I say this while being politically correct? Simon looks down on Black American culture. He thinks that we are. He thinks that they are, and
Simon looks down.
T-Love, mute your thing and I'll let you back on, mama, because the thing. But Simon looks down on Black culture. He thinks that we are. You guys know, the ones that know.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've lived this life. We discussed this before.
Kaya, go ahead. Pick it up, Kaya. So let's start with Kaya, then we'll go to ACE, and then we'll go to T-Love. All right.
You guys know.
Okay, T-Love,
we talked about this.
It's your turn to talk, T-Love. Okay, Kaya, so we'll start with you, then we'll go to ACE, then we'll go to T-Love. All right, go.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I already said no. The Black diaspora. So I tell everyone. So there is most definitely. It's on two ends. I call them like Black foreigners from the diaspora has opinions about Black Americans and so forth. But there is a general sense of like better than, or just not even the sense of better than because you quote unquote know where you come from, or you have like a very direct tie to your culture that doesn't feel like somewhat lost. So he did walk in like he didn't really. It was interesting because the way that the cousin said Dennis took time to get to know everyone, even though Dennis did mess up. It's interesting because you can see that Simon is engaged as one, but he had no respect for anyone else to like really be a part of her family.
Yeah.
Which goes against our culture. Which goes against our culture in the first place.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Kaya is African. But
yeah, my mom is Jamaican and my stepdad's Nigerian. So, but based on the culture, you can just like engage to someone and like you're not part of their family, you've never been to family check. All of that is weird. That's not it. For him to be this like Nigerian man, that's not it.
Exactly. That's not it. But also to the fact of, honestly, You know, and I will just say this, I don't want to derail the conversation, but I will say this for all Black Americans. We have been in this country for how long? It has been 400 years. Enough of this thing with this narrative that Black Americans don't have culture. First of all, we are the culture of the US. But second of all, how long does it take to be established as a brand new culture? Yes, we were cut off from the motherland. So in those ties, maybe those roots aren't strong, but we've been in this country like an oak tree long enough to put our own roots down, to have our own culture, our own music, our own way of doing things. And it's time we started getting respect for that. This is our culture. You know what I'm saying? But go on. So Kaya, let me know your opinion. So we're going to do this. We're going to do Kaya. We're going to do ACE. We're going to have T Love, and then we're going to do Just D. Okay. And also I want to, Sweet Pea 724. Welcome to the Tattle Tells. Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you. Yes, that's right, ACE. Doing it. I love your hair. You look so nice, ACE. Just like
Thank
golden.
you.
Love it. And we got T Love's pretty face. What is going on, T Love? You doing the bang. You got the bang going, the bang. I love it. Okay, so all right, so each of you guys give your comments. Go Kaya, ACE, then we're going to go T-Love, then we're going to go to Just D. Okay, go.
Yeah, I'm reading Queen Daria's The Black Abishi Oracle. Yes, the only thing is, because she says she's like half Ethiopian, I believe you, because like as I said, my dad is from America. My grandma sharecropped, so like when I, oh sorry, but she was saying that Simon's an old school like, African dad, but didn't he leave Nigeria when he was 17? And for me personally, just like I don't know, he's never said what tribe he is. I think like Porsha said something about his mom being half Yoruba. Even in my house, like I know some Yoruba words. Like she doesn't seem to speak the culture, eat the food, or anything like that. So that's why I'm just kind of like, it seems like he uses it as a tool around Porsha's family, which not all of us do it, but he seems to be using it as a tool to separate himself from them. I find it weird that it does seem Porsha's still hung up on Dennis. And this whole, like, if I wanted to be with Dennis, I could have been. But Dennis already told us that he told you had things to work on, and then you walked away. Or no, like, you didn't get what you want. She said, I was expecting to come on Christmas and get my ring back, which means you were expecting to be with Dennis. And I'm sorry, late December and early January is the exact same thing when it comes to the holidays.
It 100%. Now, Jim says, why are we making this a Black American versus an African thing? Did Simon say anything? Well, first of all, I don't think anybody's making this a Black American versus African thing. If you guys are in the comments, I love. Some of my best friends are African. Like, I mean it. Like, it's not. I don't think saying we have our own culture is somehow disrespecting somebody else's culture. Do you know what I'm saying? Did Simon say anything that supports this theory? Absolutely, Jim M. Go read some of his Instagram posts about the way he looks at the state of Black people in America need. Him and Porsha are a healthy example of love. And also, Jen M., you don't know people that know Simon, actually. I know people that know him. So I'm basing this on my opinion. But yes, this is supported on real things. Are people just projecting their own feelings onto it? What feelings? What are you talking? I don't understand. But anyway, listen, Jen M., you are entitled to your feelings, but I'm just letting you know your feelings are wrong. But that's cool. But again, I think you're projecting what you know of people and doing that, right? Okay, so let's get back to that. Okay, so go on. But again, if anybody in the comments is turning it into us or them, you guys, we are one. Let's stay one. But there's nothing wrong with saying we have our own culture. We do. Yeah. And I'm proud of that. And I'm proud of my culture, just like I admire their culture. But I'm proud of my culture. Okay, so go on, Kaya. What were you saying?
So that part, because I've been on me and AC, we've been running the YouTube street. So on I was on Alex Salter's TV panel. And I was talking about the fact is, if we go by the timeline that you were able to investigate, which is the September 2020 timeline, and even if we go by the timeline that Simon and Porsha haphazardly put together for us, either one sounds crazy. Because either one, you were still trying to get back with Dennis and you were still trying to wear his ring on December the 25th. And now we come into January, and now you are with Simon 2 weeks a month, and now he's around your child, around your children, in your home. You're talking about co-parenting with him. I'm not a mom yet. I'm still in my mid-20s. And even for me, this sounds and looks crazy. Even more so that like she's talking about the reason why she doesn't want Dennis to have women, regardless if they are just a light encounter or something serious around PJ. but you can't even look at your own self to see that you're doing exactly that. And I keep saying, producers, Lauren, Dennis, and Gina are not on her side, and they are playing her up and down on her show. Because the fact that Lauren even said at her own birthday dinner, well, she has her fiance around PJ, and the fact that it was an issue between Lauren and her boyfriend about Lauren hanging around Simon by herself. It
Exactly.
speaks a lot to like what people are feeling about him, and also the fact that like, they don't know him.
They do not know him at all. Wait, really quick, let me give a shout out to Inga. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know I'm keeping my eyes and ears and my heart in the streets. Thank you so much for the super chat, Inga. And I also want to thank Bree Sands, 1997. Ooh, my little tattle tell. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that so much, Inga and Bree Sands. Thank you so much for the super chats. Okay, so let's get into this. Also, okay, so let's go to ACE. ACE, what's your take on this whole thing?
So I'm literally here to support you because I'm not watching the show. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. You're making me a little more interested in it, and other YouTubers talking about it. I'm like, all right, maybe I should
Tell
tune
you
in.
something. ACE, I gotta tell you this. The show is actually when Dennis and Porsha are on the screen, the show is so watchable. As far as like reality TV, I think it's more watchable than Salt Lake City and Beverly Hills and definitely Real Housewives in New York. So, okay, maybe not Salt Lake City. That was maybe too much. Okay, okay, fine. I was capping. But go on, ACE.
Well, no, what I was going to add on, it's crazy how everything that you have, the stories you broke, the exposés, all of that is coming to fruition. And like it's to the T too. Like it's not even like a little bit off. It's literally everything you said is we're seeing it right before our eyes. So it's entertaining nonetheless. It's entertaining. I have one request.
Yes.
Can we do the dance?
Put it in the make him wanna marry me. Put it in the make him wanna marry me. Put it in the make him wanna marry me. Put it in the make him wanna marry me. That's the Simon dance. Come on, guys. Put it in the make him wanna marry me. Put it in the make him wanna marry me. That's yo. I keep every time I see that, I laugh to myself because I said, can you imagine the tricks and splits and everything that Porsha was doing to get that man to marry him, swinging off of chandeliers, doing backflips, full splits, all
Oh,
literally to literally be the one with the money and the fame in the relationship. Again, she is a cautionary tale, a gold digging gone wrong. Could you imagine what she did to lock that man down? And the whole time he's just like, yeah, I like that. I really see what it do. I know she just be sick. Well, we all know from the pictures because this is her kissing Simon, right? This is her kissing Simon, putting her hand against his chest, moving her away as far as possible, and being like, she literally playing. His lips are lava. Remember that thing like the ground is lava and the babies will be trying to. His lips are lava. Speaking of, right? And I don't know why. Listen, I study people, so there's no thing. I'm sure when I eat my food, I'm lucky my boyfriend's forgiving. Because when I eat my food, you can tell I grew up literally like around wolves. So I'm just like scarfing my food down, talking, breaking bread off, butter. I'm sure he'd be looking like, did this girl eat today? Because every meal she acted like it's her first. But when Simon eats, I've noticed. Has anybody know that when he kisses like this, right? Right? So my lips can't go far enough out. But he kisses like this. And I was like, that's an interesting thing. I've never seen somebody's lips project that far out. And he doesn't have big lips. His lips are actually very small for his face. So he doesn't have big lips. So it's like, how did they come out that far? But I noticed if you rewind the scene, even when he's eating with Porsha, Simon eats like this. He eats in the front of his mouth too. I don't know why. So when he eats, you still see. And I've never seen anybody front chew. I've never seen anybody front chew like that. Again,
that's
y'all
so
can drag
cool.
me.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
if y'all saw me eating, y'all would probably be dragging me too, right? I should like you'd be like, "Will you stop it? Like, can you stop?" Even my sister, when I'm eating around her, she's like, "Can you stop making so much damn noise while you're eating?" So it's like, yeah, but it's like I noticed that, and it's just like I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why that is. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why that is. So anyway, so AC, you haven't really watched the show. That's fine, but make sure you join the book recap because the book recap's gonna
Oh
be
no,
fun.
the book is that recap is giving me so much love. You are doing your thing. You are like entertaining. Like you are pure entertainment. I need to see you on the big screen, like entertaining the folks, the people, and the comments. I mean, I think you got it. You know, they're saying it's the teeth, the dentures. I mean, it could be that because I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out. He does kind of eat from the front of his mouth, and it's like,
No, but like, and it's like, how is this possible? How are your front teeth? I'm literally just looking now. And the thing is, I never got a good look at his teeth because I know that he got the veneers like Porsha did, but
yeah.
even then, Porsha feels the need to not Photoshop, but to face tune his teeth so then they're even extra white. So they just look like chiclets. And let me stop. Let's focus on some real stuff. Let's focus on some real stuff. Okay, so T Love, what's your takeaway on this, Mama? Hey, T Love.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up, Mama?
I
you doing?
think it was a train wreck.
Did you
Like
this
who
train wreck?
like listen, if I was in love with the 100 millionaire, I wouldn't give a damn who you bring. You bring 2 women, 3 women, 5 women, because I'm on, you know, like, come on now. Like, I don't know about you, but I've been, you know, every girl has her time where you got that bag in your hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I had that bag in my hand a couple times, and guess what? I don't give a damn with who did yesterday, the boyfriend, the ex-husband, you like your girlfriend. I hope you get married. Leave me alone because I'm going to paradise. So I don't know. That's just it's
You would be
fraudulent.
sitting there with a smirk on your face, like, "Oh, that's cute." He told you. He told you. Literally, because you're just sitting
I'd
so
be like,
happy.
oh, that girl is so cute. Her body's banging. Deuces. I'm about to get my Bentley with my man, and we're going to my mansion. But something ain't right.
Listen, you know when y'all know from my expose, I already knew something wasn't right. But even when he came, remember he came, and gave her birthday presents, right? And he had a white Chanel bag in the bag. And I was like, half of the fun of getting something from Chanel is the beautiful gift wrapping and the box and the unveiling and being like, oh my God, this is so nice. He had
Let me
that
tell
shit
you,
in a shopper
that's
bag.
not how you. Let
He
me tell
gave
you
her
something.
perfume.
When we would be
He
in the
gave,
marina, we would be
he,
in the marina, and those rich people would give you a catalog, and it would
listen,
all come delivered. Like, I know what it is to have high money and a high man with high yachts and stuff. That ain't it. That ain't
listen,
it, boo.
thank you for pointing that out. They give you the catalog and they deliver it to your house, and it's wrapped like money. Simon literally went to Neiman's, grabbed something, and then even the thing, but then also he gave her perfume for her birthday and then said the price of the perfume. And I was like, this
Man,
is
listen.
equivalent to some high school love when your boyfriend gave you some Victoria's Secret body spray and like some damn like what
You know the golden rule. If you got to say the price, you don't got the money. You already know that. You know, if you mention any type of money, you don't have it. That's it. When you rich, like we lay people, you know what I mean? Everybody comes back to earth. I came back to earth. But when you living in that little fantasy world real quick, there's no, you don't mention any money. You know what I mean? And
you know
if
what's equivalent?
you're Simon the way he's trying to say he is, there's no money, there's no, you know, money is nothing. You know what I mean? It's just
You're
not even
never
it's a moot
you're
point.
never supposed to know the
But
price.
he's a scammer.
He's
He's a scammer.
listen.
She's still, I think she's trying to play get back with Dennis, because I guess she's still hurt. You know how women hang on to stuff and they try to get back. It seemed like maybe a get back, but nobody wants to kiss and hug all over Simon. Like, unless he's smelling. You know what? Only a guy like that, if you smell like wealth. You know what I mean? Then I'm gonna lick you up. But you don't. He doesn't exude
Listen,
wealth. You know what I mean?
all money, but you know what? Also, all money's not good money because the energy he gives off to me, it's like no. All money, even if if you were a gold digger? It's like, is there anyone else? Anyone else here? Anybody else here that has the savings account? There's something about it where it's like, not you.
You know those extinguished. You know there are some distinguished gentlemen out there,
Yes.
and they can be a silver fox, and they look fine as wine. I mean,
Yes.
they out there, and they don't even gotta look good, but they look good. You know, they
There's
got
an
the
energy about
alligator shoes on.
Yes.
You know, you don't even know how much they cost. But you know they cost something. But that's not Simon. That's just not what I see. I don't know.
I don't know either. Who's echoing in the background? Is it Just D? Is that you? Just D? Let's see. Whose chat is that? 1 second. Let me start. Hold on. Hello? Just D, do you want to say a few words? I can't hear Just D. Just D, try logging off and coming back in, okay? Or is it you, T Love?
No, I'm being quiet.
Can we hear now? No, I think it is. Listen, let me try muting. Hello? Yeah, I think it's you, T Love. So listen, I don't know why, but the playback's on. We hear it. There we go. Let's try it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to keep you muted, T Love, because for some reason there's playback until it's your turn to talk, okay? Okay, so Kaya, I need to let you guys know, what was this takeaway from the episode? Are you guys interested in this? Would you like to see this a second season? Again, I was entertained, but I feel like Bravo's lowered the bar so much, but I was immature. Oh, also, Dell, welcome to the Tattle Tells family. Welcome. And also, you guys, before we get into it, just know that if you guys want the backstory, if you want the mess, if you want to know who Porsha, Simon, Dennis, all their backstory, more about the African Connect, more about this, even if you want to know what happens, like in this season and what's going on with Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of OC, join my members only live. It's only $4.99. You can cancel at any time. It's Christmas time. Support a Black owned business. Me, I'm Black. And it's Christmas time, right? So you want to do this? You can. Don't y'all want something to talk about with your family that you don't really mess with? If you listen to the lives, you can bring your gossip back to your friends. This is Table Talk, y'all. I'm helping men families, right? So join $4.99. You can cancel at any time. Everybody's in my members only live, even the people that swear they hate me. I know y'all got your secret membership, so y'all can like literally sit there and listen in and hate from the sidelines. And baby, if it's hate you want, I'll give you something to hate. But I'm telling y'all, it's a great time. You will love it. Now, I wanted you guys to know the takeaway. Do you guys think that there is something odd in the way that Porsha seems to be adamant about Dennis not dating anyone, but at the same time, Porsha adamant that Simon is going to be a father to Pilar? I would think that if somebody was taking on a father role in your life, you would want to know them a little bit better. Oh my God, ACE, you joined the Tattle. Look at you.
Let's
Yo,
do it.
walk it like you talk it. Walk it like you talk it.
Hey.
Yo, ACE, welcome to Tattle Tells. Yay.
Yes.
Hair laid. I'm loving the braids.
Thank
So
you.
listen, dude, again, is this a thing where, again, am I being old fashioned? Is there a timeline to let a man that you don't know that has teenage boys? Now, I'm not saying anything about those children. They seem very nice, beautiful, and handsome children. However, he also has teenage boys, and they're going to be around your little girl. I don't know, y'all. What do you think about that? What do you think about
crazy. She looks crazy. Regardless of it being a man, if you're a man or a woman, in between non-binary, if you are trying to invite a partner into your life and you are telling us that you have only been together for a month, it is, again, I'm in my mid-20s, no children, living my best single life. It is crazy to me to even imagine thinking of the idea of like, not even thinking, you always should be thinking about co-parenting in my eyes if you are actively dating for a long-term partnership, but it's crazy that she is actually trying to engage with co-parenting with someone that she says she's only been in a relationship with and has really only really known for a month. It seems crazy. And also the way that she talks about PJ's grandpa, Dennis's mother, almost like Simon's going to replace Dennis and the grandma, because she also says about like, oh, like I don't want you to feel separated. How would she feel separated? Her son is the child's father, so that means she's the child's grandmother. So how would she be removed from the situation, regardless of whatever you have going on? So it is off-putting. And as I said, regardless of the timeline, it is off-putting to have your partner around your child like this, talking about co-parenting, moving together. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point. Non-binary, having any teenagers, male or female, right, around your young child, and then a partner that you don't know. Again, I'm not putting it out there. I'm not saying anything like that. I am saying that it only takes a second for like something to happen that will have lifelong effects. And to me, it seems very odd that she seems to be pushing this relationship. And I'm not saying there's anything off of it, but I don't know. It just strikes me as very, very. Also, I want to welcome Dawn Hunter. Dawn Hunter, welcome to the Tattle Tells family. You and ACE, say hi to your new stepsister, Dawn Hunter, okay? So,
welcome.
We're
born on the same day.
Oh, exactly. But I will say, I find it odd that she wants to push this narrative, and you have to be careful with your children. You just do, and it's not insulting to anyone, but even me, I would be like, if somebody had a young child, of course you don't really trust me. Of course you're gonna watch me. It's okay. It's like I have nothing to hide. I know that you're side-eyeing me. I would be side-eyeing you too. But you need to actually get comfortable with that, right? We need to also realize, I think it's odd that somebody is pushing a relationship where you saw that first of all, it seemed like to me, and from what in my interviews with Fallon said, Simon ain't even want to even watch his own damn kids. Fallon was the one that was being the parental role in the house, but also the way that he walked away cold-blooded from Fallon's kids. And I don't care if Simon believes Fallon cheated on him or what. You say that you've been raising these boys like you were a father for the last 3 to 5 years. So you're completely walking away children just because of what the parent did. That lets me know that you never really even messed with the children. It was just a connection to the parent. And if I saw you do that to your ex, no way would I want my children to get connected to you, because you're going to walk away from us, whether I did something or whether you're just sick of me. ACE, what do you think about that?
That's that's my point of contention in this, I guess, because it's a red flag. It's a red flag. And also the level of this makes me believe that they have been messing around for some time, because I can't see, despite of all the other decisions she's made on national television, I don't see her bringing somebody around that, that she's only known for a month to her daughter. So it makes me believe furthermore that they have been messing for a longer time, because I just don't see, especially with how you see he's moving with his ex-wife, that would be a huge red flag for me. So
True. And don't forget, so you guys don't remember, but Porsha in a bunch of interviews has said Simon was her rock when she was writing this book. Porsha said that she wrote the book in a year, and by the time
she didn't say that.
Yeah, by the time that Simon and her got together, her timeline, the book was pretty much written. So if he was your rock in writing this book and all this other stuff, that means that definitely you guys were messing around for at least a year. Now, I want to say, T-Love, jump on in here. What do you think about this situation? T-Love?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on.
I want to say T-Love. I think it doesn't make any sense. Like, like how is Simon her rock, but she's worried about what's Dennis doing? Like, I just, it's just too much fraudulent behavior on both parts, like, to be honest. And then as far as PJ being around me, I have a daughter, and everybody, like when we separated and got back together.
T-Love, really quick, can you turn your other phone down? I hear an echo for some reason, or maybe it's your computer.
It's probably, I have this work computer, so it's like have so many securities.
Maybe if you turn your volume down, we can still hear you talk, but we won't hear the echo. Try that.
Well, maybe it's a computer.
Turn the volume down to 0. Not mute yourself, but turn your volume down to 0.
Okay, what about now?
Perfect. Okay, go
I
on.
think it wasn't. Yeah, another. I just think anyone that brings their daughter, like there's too much pedophiles sitting my daughter on your lap. Like I'm gonna just say it. Like I'm not. No one's being rude, but no one's gonna have their little daughter around these 15-year-old boys. There's too many crazy stories. Like I'm not here for that. You don't do that. If you're so worried about a woman being around Dennis, what about these men around your young daughter? Like that's where your focus should be. Like nobody, like come on now, like those are the ones, and she can't really talk when, especially she's not at the talking age per se, where she can really like you. I would have to, my daughter would have to be talking like they're like it's just irresponsible on her end, and it's really it's almost dangerous to have a man that you don't even know, um that's really not, he doesn't even have his daughter, and it may be a reason why, you know like the history doesn't add up, but I'm not sitting my baby on your old a lap. I'm not doing.
Listen, you actually said some real facts. Again, of course, everything's probably up and up, but the world is crazy, and we do need to.
And then
The
one
world.
of the kids, not to be rude, one of the kids maybe, have, they have to have extra help. You know what I mean? The kids have to be like, I think somebody ADHD, whatever. That's just too much. That's date that like,
Well,
and there's
well,
like,
both his sons, younger sons, are special needs. I don't
yeah,
think that has
yeah,
to do
no,
because
no, no, no. I have a cousin that has a child that has that, and you can. That's not a good environment for a kid because you like it's so small. Because you can't hold those older kids accountable for their actions.
well,
And no,
here's the thing.
I'm
I don't
telling
want to
you.
go down that. I don't want to go down that road because I
Yeah,
think
I
both
know.
his
I'm
sons
not going to
are
say it that way,
autistic.
but I'm just telling you there's a lot of things mixed in that bowl that I wouldn't be having my daughter around. Put it that way.
Listen. I get you. I don't want anyone to think the autism. Like I have family members that are autistic.
Yeah, but
I don't think
I'm
that
not. I don't want to.
because I don't
I
think.
want to backtrack on that. I'm just
Yeah,
saying it's just too many
yeah.
factors in the mix, and I don't want to be rude or disrespectful to anyone or hurt anyone's feelings. That's not where I was going. I'm just trying to say it's just too many. What do they call red flags?
It's too many red flags, but also even from my point of bringing up his two sons are autistic, is the fact that I know from my family members, autistic people get very very set in their routines, and even if they seem high functioning, when the routines are disrupted, it sends shockwaves through them. So even yes, we have the baby, which is like you said, really good point. She's not even talking, but then we have the children that are special needs, autistic, that need more than anything stability and pattern and this and that, and you're disrupting them, so now they have their own issues they're dealing with, and it's all this chaos and commotion just because in my mind two people that don't even have pure motives are literally basically two selfish people are like, we don't care, it's true love. And yeah, like somebody said, somebody's acting like they're 18 in the head but they're going on 40. When you get older you start to see it's very selfish and it's very short-sighted to be like, oh, love conquers all, and it does, but real love is also something that makes the people in your life you have to care about, like your children, it makes everybody's life easier, not that
I don't see
disruptive
her with
love.
any of the. I don't see her playing that role. Like he, wanted a family, wanted someone to basically help him with his
Seems better.
kids. I guess he felt he was more well off. But I don't see her in that role. Like I don't see the kids. I don't. It's all about Pilar. Like it's also off. It's just like it's just not what he had before. And I
No,
just feel like I feel like she's not what he really wants, and I that's why you did the commentary like he's sitting in a bar with another woman. Let me tell you something. When a man's in love with you, they don't even want to be in it. Just like you or I. We don't when you have a man, you're with your man. Who wants to go to a club because you already have everything at home that you need?
I 100% agree with you. I will say to that, we're gonna move on really quick to Just D, but Somebody said that Dr. Bill said 65% of the people you bring in your house may do something. And that's why people think, this is why people think that Porsha's been with Simon longer. Because one thing we can say about Porsha, she loves her daughter. So it makes me think because she's so comfortable.
Well, she loves that money a little bit more.
Maybe. Now, I will say, just go ahead and jump in.
Wait, you have to show love, and show it, and putting my baby on an old man's lap is not love.
Okay, and I agree with you on that one. Justy, why don't you just jump in? What would you like?
Can you guys hear?
Yes, we can hear you, Justy. Welcome.
Okay. I had to mute my TV because of the echo, so I'm having a hard time hearing, so I couldn't tell if you guys could hear. Here's my perspective on it.
Wait, really quick, I'm sorry. So Jamaican Diamond and Dr. 1913, sorry, Justy, I just want to clarify. Fallon has a special needs son. I believe it's also autism. Simon has 2 of his sons also have autism. So when they had their blended family, 3 kids were special needs. And that's why Fallon stayed home and taught them, because special needs kids need a lot of, if you can get them early enough and give them that attention and special focus, it helps them so much developing when they're older. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, Justy, go on and say that.
No, I actually agree with all of you. To be honest, it kind of broke my heart that Simon left his special needs children with Fallon for 2 months while he was doing his thing with Porsha. We all know he was with Porsha in Costa Rica. Let's keep it 1,000. We all know that's where he was at. It's like very obvious that they've been dealing with each other well over a year. And I'm glad that Dennis's mom called her out. Like, sis, you cheated too. So stop acting like my son was the only one. And right? As a female who, I went through sexual abuse as a child, I'm very, very leery about people having their daughters around grown men. I just am. I don't care how much you say you love that person. It's always the ones closest to you that end up, in compromised positions because, I trust this person. And then the person you trusted is the one that harms the child. So it's like, to me, if you're really in love with him, why aren't you being more protective of your daughter? Number one, why aren't you being protective of your little toddler daughter? And number two, why didn't you take longer to vet him? Maybe because you guys put this together to get a bag. Let's be real. This whole entire Porsha Simon on episode 2, even the fake kiss, I feel you on the lips being poked out. It's disgusting. Y'all are not really in love. Y'all are pretending, and Porsha is a terrible actress. You can't even convince us that you are in love with this man, but yet you called your baby's dad your man. I caught that. Like within the first few minutes, like she said, I'm not going to have no female around my man. Oh, wait a minute. Simon's my fiance. Like she had to remind herself, like she forgot her lines. Oh, yes, Simon's my fiance. You and Dennis are still smashing. Y'all been smashing. That's your baby daddy. You his baby mama. Y'all ain't done. Y'all ain't been done. And Simon can tell, too. That's why he was looking awkward at the little family gathering with the aunties and the moms, because we all know y'all not for real in love, and you and Dennis is getting it in. And I think with Dennis, he's not going to allow anything to happen to his daughter. Like, bruh, I'm here. No. I'm at this table. I'm watching everything you do.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? It's just your young kids, daughters and sons, because we need to be on top of that too. It's daughters and sons you need to stay on top of and watch them and make sure that no one. Now, I do want to say, you guys, if any of you guys are watching, a couple things going on. One, my membership, it's $4.99. We are doing the live this Friday. Tattle Tells, let them know the tea is exclusive and it is piping hot. Behind the paywall, we can get into the gutter and tell like some more explicit things. But when we're on live, I got to keep in the algorithm, right? So we're going to have that. You guys sign up. You can cancel at any time, but the money is well worth it. And it's $5 a month. I mean, come on, right? Things are bad, but they ain't that damn bad, right? But also, right? Monday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be on Up and Adam's channel. Come out and support me, Layla, Grace, and Adam. We are going to literally be chopping it up. We got different opinions about everything. It's going to be a fun time. And also, I'm going to be doing a very detailed recap of this episode, really breaking down everybody's psychological mindset. You know how I like to do, right? The nosiest armchair psychiatrist around, right? I'm going to be breaking that down. And then Tuesday, we're doing a book club review of Chapter 5 of The Pursuit of Porsha. Chapter 5, I think, is one of the funniest Chapter 5s because it really shows Porsha's delusional, but in a very funny, entertaining way. But she is delusional. This is where she finds God, and God's telling her, it's like you had your gold digger ways, and now God's telling you to get the bag. It's just funny. It's funny. But you guys, listen. It does look like they're happy. She says that the door for her returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's shut, but it's not locked. The producers are, and here's the thing with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, depending on how this season goes, again, like I said, it looks like nothing's confirmed, but it looks like Monetta Shaw might be the 7th peach. She's testing to be, she might be a good fit. Candy stay back. There's all this stuff that's happening. But if this season of Real Housewives works, Porsha might not have anything to come back to because, again, they fired Vicky and Tamara on OC. I don't know if you guys watch Real Housewives of OC. I'm going to start recapping that. But Real Housewives of OC is, if you liked it, is back to its glory days with Heather Dubrow and being funny and being shady and just thoroughly amusing. So I was like, if you guys could revamp the Real Housewives of OC, I 100% think that they can save Real Housewives of Atlanta. And if they do, and if Monetta's a good addition, Porsha's not going to have a place to come back. Because at the end of the day, Porsha costs a lot, just like Kenya costs a lot. But you got, if they don't need you anymore, why wouldn't they just bring you on for someone that's cheaper that still shows up and does the work and adds to the show? So Porsha should be very worried at this point. She doesn't have any bags coming in. Simon doesn't have the bag. Again, you guys will know all the backstory when you're like, what are you basing this on? Join my Members Only Live. The only thing about the Members Only Live is whatever happens in the chat has to stay in the chat. You can talk about this with your family over Christmas meal, but come on. Keep it out the YouTube streets because this is for my members. Oh, and the last Members Only Live, we had Simon's family come in and let us know that even all the half the shit he's showing, even in Costa Rica, it's all rented. Simon likes the fluff, and he's been doing this for years and years and years, just literally trying to put himself in a different tax bracket. And again, is Simon working at Publix? No, we're not talking about someone being in poverty, but he is terribly comfortably middle class. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't got a lie to kick it. You ain't got a lie to click it. Be proud of who you are, where you came from, and what you've achieved because you've achieved. He likes bragging. Immigrant came to this country and he's accomplished a lot. But stop it. Stop fluffing. And again, whatever. We talk about this in the Members Only Live because there's a funny story behind it. And when you're in the Members Only Live, you get that story, you know? Listen, in any case, you guys, thank you so much for joining the live, watching some playback. Monday's going to be a big day. If you guys want more details, what more ever, we're going in depth on Monday. And then Tuesday, we got that Members Only Live. And you'll be I'm going to start recapping Girls Trip because it is getting good. I hope you guys are watching Girls Trip on Peacock. ACE, we'll talk. I'll DM you on Instagram because Girls Trip is good. And yeah, we definitely Girls Trip. All right, you guys. And listen,
so good.
With the Girls Trip recap, I will be taking callers at the end. So you guys are always welcome to come back and call in. But if you guys have been watching Girls Trip, because it is classic reality TV, it's giving what we want all the housewives to give. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much, everybody, and enjoy your nights. All right. Oh, and just to clarify, I said that Fallon's son is autistic. Simon's 2 kids are autistic. Simon's 2 kids are Simon. I believe Fallon's son is special needs, but I'm not sure if he's autistic. Just wanted to clarify that. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Talk to everybody later. Bye.
All right. Bye, Tisa.
Okay. And bye, live. Thank you for joining me, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. on Up and Adam's channel. And make sure you let them know you're